Welcome to the latest tasting video with me, Jason, him, Joshua, me, Jason. This is Blair Athol 11-year-old. It is a cask finish for 4.5 years in refill toasted French oak Barrique. Whole bunch to talk about there. Before we get started, Blair Athol, I know as a single malt. I know it as a single cask from independent bottlers.
Yep.
It's in the Diageo stable, which tells me that it goes to a lot of blends. Blair Athol is mostly known for going into the Bell's blend.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, as we start this tasting video, Joshua,
Yeah.
I grew up in a family where Bell's was aspirational. If you showed up with a bottle of a Bell's, you'd made it, right? You'd found 20 pounds on the street on your way to the store. We buy this in the supermarket.
Yeah.
What kind of presence does Bell's have in America?
Bell's didn't really have much of a presence. It was not the belle of the ball over here, if you will.
Gotcha. If you will.
Johnny Walker Doers were definitely big blends. J&B was a big blend. But you didn't really see Bell's come out here. I know that Bell's decanters was massive over on your side of the pond, right?
Define massive. Like, did it get pensioners to give up their retirement funds? Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Was it successful? No.
Yeah, right. But it's, anytime we do tastings, I don't know if you incorporate this in your tastings, but quite often I do in mine. When you think about a backbone of any blend, I like to talk about why it's a backbone of a blend and how solid the spirit is. And when you think about Blair, it has this lovely sort of rich white peachy kind of thing going on. Yes.
And when you say Blair, did
I say
Blair Athol?
Blair Athol. Blair Athol.
It's a good reminder for those tuning in.
Yeah.
We are talking Blair Athol in Perthshire.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Can I say this? I wanted to talk about Bell's a little bit, and I did. Whenever I see Blair Athol, do you know what I think about, Joshua?
The Flora and Fauna series?
I do, but I also think about being made keeper of the quake. And Blair Castle is along the road from Blair Athol. And so anytime I get a little cask of this, a little taste of this, a little sample of this, always makes me think about our inductions and inductions of our many, many friends at Blair Castle for Keepers of the Quake. So cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Cheers indeed.
So you were saying white peaches on the nose?
I always get white peach. Always get white peach on the nose with Blair Athol. Oh, wow. Oh, that French oak.
I was just going to say that.
It just really, it makes itself known.
Yeah. I think it. Go on.
Well, I think there's going to be some people that taste this and they say, ooh, the alcohol on that. But they need to remember French oak brings forth a lot of spice coming through, right? This is meant to be like a big boisterous dram. And in French oak just brings out a lot of spice, some, cracked pepper, and like the oak just is to the fore, right? Are you getting the same?
Yeah, for me, it's caramelized notes, whether it's the top crust of a crème brûlée.
Okay.
Man. Oh, gosh. Whether it's the edges of a waffle. When a waffle just starts to get a little crisp.
That is so perfect.
Edges. Yeah.
That is so perfect. Oh my gosh, Jason. That's the best part. You nibble.
Right.
You totally nibble that off. Yeah. Perfect.
Right. Oh yeah,
Like a
yeah. This
mango.
this is the Maillard reaction in the whiskey.
Yeah, yeah,
This is roasty, toasty. It's roasted coffee beans,
yeah.
and I'm moving between the nose and palate here for
Mhm,
these flavors. The toasted oak, I think you were just talking about.
mhm.
Mm.
Ooh.
It's also the caramelized sugars, oak sugars as well. Oh
Oh,
man.
oh, it's also a bran muffin. It's a toasted bran muffin with
Mm.
raspberry jam just slathered all over it.
I just made raspberry jam this past weekend.
Look at you. Look at
Yeah,
you.
raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, all from the garden.
Any snozberries?
Snozberries? Who ever heard of a snozberry?
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
I don't know. I didn't cook a who. Who knows? Yeah. What else? You and I have done this in another tasting video, but there's whole wheat bread, toasted whole wheat bread in there for me.
Mhm.
Like
Oh, yeah.
definitely, grain driven, but again with the toasted element, again with the Maillard reaction. Like it's just so warming. Like it's in my throat, it's in my chest.
Wow.
Do you want to throw up the bottle image? Let people see the
Yeah,
bottle
yeah.
image.
Let me throw up the bottle image here. Thank you. And
There we
and
go. Yeah,
and
good
let me
color on that.
gorgeous color on it. And
Warm gold, some might say.
let me talk about this really quickly. I led with, wow, look at this spice, right? And the more that I sip it, the more my palate is moving away from the spice, moving away from that black pepper and glomming on to all of the fruitiness, all of the jam and the berries
Mhm,
and the
mhm.
compote. Like
Yeah.
it is just chock full of berry sweetness going on, and that peppery quality from the French oak has sort of stepped back, done a little backpedaling there, and it's really,
Yeah.
really just gorgeous. It's all come together so nicely.
Yep. I think this is one for us. We're in a tasting and in writing notes for this.
Yeah.
When you get to the end and you're summarizing,
Hmm.
you kind of forget the early part of the journey. And so on the flavometer here, spicy gets a 2. In this experience that we're having right now, it would be a 4, a 5, maybe a
Sure. Yeah.
6.
Hmm.
But once that jammy comes in, as you're saying, it balances the spice right out
Correct.
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think as it sits and as it opens, I think the
Hmm.
spice really does calm down there. So
Hmm.
again, right, the flavometers are jumping off points. The flavometers are conversation pieces, right? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, definitely sweet, definitely rich, definitely oaky. And then we can, and the earthy was starting to come in there as well. We can argue where floral, nutty, spicy. It's not really smoky, but we can certainly argue where those others start to come in. All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're showing the flavometer, I'm going to pull up the bottle information here. 11-year-old refill toasted French oak finish of 4.5 years. Again, it's an 11-year-old whiskey with a 4.5 year finish.
Finish.
It's right. It's a double maturation. There's
Correct.
no doubt about that. And again, we like what the toasted French oak is doing. We like the spice
Mhm.
delivery. We like the jammy fruit delivery.
Mhm. Yep.
Those two in concert really works.
Yep.
252 bottles, pretty decent from a Barrique.
Mhm.
The 61.8% alcohol, to your point, is it spicy from the French oak? Is it spicy from the alcohol? We would argue it was spicy from the French oak,
Agreed.
less so from the
Yep.
alcohol.
Yep.
And then $110 for an 11-year-old. So right in the wheelhouse,
Mhm.
right in with the $10 per year. This
Mhm.
is one of 8 offerings in our 13th US retail release. If you're looking for it, see if we hit the same button at the same time. You go, my hands are up here. If you're looking for this, again, this is the retail bottle. This you will only find on store shelves. This will not be at singlecastnation.com. So befriend a liquor store owner, retailer, manager, and make sure you acquire this. If you are looking for it, ImpEx Beverages is our long time only importer we've known in America.
Indeed.
And they are great at answering email, office@impexbev.com. If you're looking for this bottle, consumer power, feel free to have a retailer bring it in from a distributor. Feel free to have that distributor reach out to our importer. There is none of this in the importer's warehouse, but it will be showing up on store shelves and distributors will have it. All right. Last thing before we get out of here.
Shall I press it?
Yeah.
I'll press it. There you go. Last thing indeed. So if you haven't already, we urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel by pressing the little button that simply says subscribe. And then you can click the little bell below that will simply alert you of any new video that happens, whether it's a tasting video or a new podcast, a new extra podcast. And also tell your friends, tell your family members, let them know that we have these videos coming out. If you have fellow whiskey fans and friends. Did you want to say something, Jason?
I was going to say, you want to drop a factoid on your friends when you have this bottle in your house and you're pouring it for them?
Oh.
Blair Athol did not produce whiskey between 1932 and 1949. You tell your friends.
What is Blair Athol? And that's the answer to the question, what is the distillery in the Southern Highlands that didn't produce whiskey in 19...
All right, Ken Jennings, settle down. Cheers, we're out of here.
Cheers.